I don't know. Whatever. Oh, it's beautiful. What's up? Hello, hello. Welcome. Can you hear me okay, honey? We're having like technical difficulties here. It's your phone. Oh, oh, that my Bluetooth's on. Oh, yeah. I turn my Bluetooth off. Be with y'all just a second. What is it? Scroll it down. Scroll it down again.
There we go. Yeah, I think we got everything. Yeah. Okay, so we got Whitfield, John Hopkins, Denny, and John Hopkins. Denny, thank you all. Welcome, John. Glad to have you back too. But I'll and always Denise great. The 5 gifted. Gifts here. There I go. Susan! Susan! Susan, get the car. Susan, get your clothes on, get the car. Jeez, girl. Get it straight. Straight. Yeah. Uh, we feel like stopping somewhere we can. Traffic gets hectic. I can just pull over. This way we don't have to rush to get home. So, see the reenactment for financial choices. Uh, it was not handicap accessible. My buggy ended up going dead because I had to go up hills so much. Uh-oh, apparently, we're having audio issues. Apparently, you're sounding robotic. Uh-oh. Uh, Susan, everybody's saying, oh no. It's sounding any better. I put my window up too, so. Does it sound any better? Can you hear me? Josh, we're doing okay. Guys, are we still sounding robotic? second rest. How's it now? Still have issues. We can we'll end this one, start another one and see.
He says, I think it's better.
You think it's better?
All right, we'll give it a few minutes then.
Yeah, we'll give it a few minutes and we'll see. I'm in wooded area, so but I did enjoy being in the land of internet while I was down there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was able to get one video edited
Or you can even get a thumbnail.
and scheduled and posted before I could even get the thumbnail ready. So I don't know what's going on with that trigger. Blow to somebody.
That white pickup probably brake checked them.
Probably. Stick that over in there real quick. And just like horrible, man. Like this.
What he said, you don't have to rush home. You have a rush and hurt at home. What this said, comrade.
Yeah, don't tell nobody I kind of disagree.
Just miss the puppies.
I miss my puppies. Everywhere we turned yesterday, well, this weekend, there was puppies. We go into the lobby of the hotel, this little puppy would break free and come running out to us. Like, oh my gosh,
I miss my fur baby.
go with us. Like, I can't, well, you can't go with them. And then the hotel we stayed at, they've got some like long-term residents there that work in the neighborhood and stuff. And one of them has a dog. It's that pit bull. Did you see the pit bull?
I don't think I did, no.
Okay. Conway was his name. And every time he'd see me, he'd come running to me. And he'd turn around for me to scratch his butt. And then he'd lay down on my doormat and just, nope, wouldn't move. Especially last night when I weren't feeling good. He actually, his owner tried to get him to come back to the room and he kind of growled at him. Like, no, I want to stay right here. So it was so cute.
She said, Denise said, oh, you miss your Bella.
I miss my Bella. I do, I do, I do. This is the first time we've been apart. So Rick said she's been moping around, but she's okay. She actually slept with him all night. Usually she'll go in there and go to bed, then she'll get up and come in there with me. But she's been sleeping with him, so she misses me too. 72 miles. Yeah, 72 miles, Knoxville. And the traffic's already.
I really want to die. Sorry, what?
Yeah, I know, right? See, I honestly thought about taking this route when we go to Florida, because you miss all the tolls and all that stuff. I don't know, because you get to Knoxville, Tennessee, Knoxville, Atlanta. It's just a wow. Traffic is like wow.
Yeah, Denise said she had to love on Rick.
Yeah, she had to because I weren't there. But yeah, the event was 2-day event, and I honestly thought about going back today, which is what I really wanted to do yesterday evening.
But that would have been $30 admission for you and me.
Right, would have been another $30 just so I can go back in and interview people because I plan on doing that after the event. Of course, we like shop for. So,
And not gonna lie, one of us was getting really weak because they hadn't eat literally the whole day.
yeah, one of us forgot to eat all day. So his mother bought like $20 on a sandwich and some fries. Share with him, but no, he was too excited. He didn't want to eat.
Yeah.
I'll admit we forgot to pack our snacks. All gathered up, I just forgot to get them.
Yeah.
And then, like I said, where we had to park was up on a hill, and it looks like they just, I mean, like that hill right there, but like on them off ramp things. It looks like they had just took a brush hog through there, and there was ruts. Finally, it was so rough at one point. I was like, I don't care where they're telling me to go park. I'm parking right here. And I got I'm like, better, because I'm not trying to back this sucker up, scoot over, and no, Then they had to take me I take the boys, drop them off with the scooter, come back, park, which the guys that were doing the parking, they were just doing what they were told, They're like, okay, this is the area we're giving you parking. They're like, well, what about handicap parking? Oh, there is none. So they were running
Basically like shuttles.
shuttles on the back of a wagon with hay and stuff on it. But they came and got me in a golf cart or a T-Rex type of thing, and it took me back up to the gate to get, where the boys were at and stuff. And it was so rough there. One time about turned over. I kept getting stuck in the rut, and the boys pushed me off of it.
I was thinking about just buying some horse harnesses and just.
Yeah. We started up the hill, got almost to the top of it. It just died.
Too much.
Yeah. So I put my oxygen on, fixed it to where the boys, they just pushed it on up the hill, parked it under a tree. And then we watched the reenactment. Then afterwards, they came and got me in that same utility vehicle. Took my buggy off the road, took me down. He couldn't take me all the way to my car, so we unloaded there at the foot of the hill. I walked up, got my car, took back down, and they helped me load everything back up. And the boys, it was like, and they, I mean, the guys that were doing the parking was from like county tourism or whatever. Handicap parking, or it wasn't handicap accessible and stuff. And he's like, hey, we're just, guys that put on the reenactment says this is what you got to work with. Actually, better places for handicap parking.
But they wanted to reserve it for the people that's doing the reenacting and stuff.
Yeah. And but yeah, so after the reenactment, went down, get my stuff, this stuff.
Oh, there's Walt money.
I hope I didn't miss nobody else coming in. So, but after the buggy died, it's time to go. And it started swelling and everything. So I had my oxygen on.
If the cart was still running and everything, it would be fine.
Yeah, if the buggy was still been running, because we were invited to the campfire afterwards. The reenactors get together and they have like a little thing in their camp.
Yeah, they have basically sing-alongs around the campfire and stuff
Yeah.
too.
And we were invited to that stuff.
Yeah,
and
there was a couple people trying to recruit me.
Yeah, but I mean, the reenactors and everything was really cool, and so I really wanted to interview a bunch of them, but that was an extra $30 to go back there. I'm like, no, can't do that. And I need to get gas on the way home.
Yeah.
So
Darn
because
finances.
I know, darn finances, but we did kind of splurged and bought reenactment gear. So a dress.
I may never financially recover from this.
I bought a dress so I look like I belong in a little house on the prairie. Yeah, it's
Denise says, yeah, I was gonna say the age range of most people invited to Civil War reenactments. I think they would have thought about handicap accessibility.
exactly. That's what the guy that was taking me, that shuttling me back and forth, that's what he kept saying. And, that should be their first priority, you know. And even where the people were set up to sell their merchandise and stuff, and they had that little parking lot area for it was still big enough that they could have got,
At least 10, 15 cars.
yeah. And so,
They're
yeah,
like, nope, that's reserved area.
yeah. They had this one guy dressed up as a major, directed traffic. Oh, you can't park here. And I'm like, what?
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm dropping off.
We didn't know that was an option.
Yeah, you didn't give us that option because I didn't want Josh to have to walk at least 500 feet or
600 yards.
yeah, you know,
Just to get to the main entrance area to get into the reenactment zone.
right, you know. I mean, my mom's house is short.
Yeah.
You know, so but yeah, I got me a little outfit and stuff like that. And, so I want to make me a bonnet. I mean, I got one, but I want to make one to match my outfit because I was not paying some of these ungodly prices. Found some beautiful old style hats, anywhere from $45 to $75. I'm like, oh heck, no, you know.
Oh, we did, Denise. We still had lots of fun.
Oh, we had a blast.
No pun intended. Or
No
pun
pun
intended.
intended. Yeah, pun intended.
Yeah.
Because we were sitting right behind the cannons.
Literally, right behind them.
Yeah. And because my buggy didn't make it all the way up there, I was sitting on the ground. Every time the cannons would go off, the ground would vibrate. Like,
It's funny. The Rebs accidentally set fire to the field.
Yeah.
They literally ended up starting a small fire.
Your mother, their canteens trying to water it down.
It was funny.
And the horses would go barreling by, so you could hear them. Oh gosh, yes. I got up this morning, my eyes were still watery and itchy because we were so close to the cannon that one, it's like, it seemed like as soon as it came out of the cannon, it exploded. Because you could almost hit like a confetti, you know.
Yeah.
And you could feel it hit your face, like the gunpowder and stuff.
Yeah, the gunpowder, the smoke was so thick it was stinging your eyes.
Yeah.
But it was really cool because on the other side of the field, whenever you'd see their artillery go off, you would see the smoke plume before you'd hear the shot.
Yeah.
It's literally you see cloud of smoke, and then a second later you just hear boom. Oh, Denise says I definitely want to see Angie in a bonnet.
Yeah. Josh,
I think it was a Napoleon. It had to have been a Napoleon, a smoothbore Napoleon.
yeah.
Because it was that blue green color
Yeah.
because of the oxidation.
Yeah.
Or corrosion, I should say. You could tell if it was a smoothbore cannon whenever you go to a like a national park, because it'll be that blue green color from the corrosion.
Like copper tarnish.
Yeah. And it's just the material that those cannons in particular were made out of. Now, whereas the rifle pieces was made out of like cast and wrought iron, they'd still be pretty much black. So
I had my little bonnet on.
there was over 3,000 reenactors there.
Yeah, and they all had to march up the hill to the battlefield, same way we were going. So we would all just stand by and let them march through. And guys were tipping their hats to me and nod, give me that little nod of hello.
Yeah, there's a
All
few they
Southern
kind of like
gentlemen.
half took off their hat, and they would look at her and go, "Ma'am."
Yeah, these Southern gentlemen.
And then you had one guy that was watching them on the other side, just yelling out, "Hey, kill me a Yankee!" I'm just like, bruh.
Like,
But I love the enthusiasm that the guys had that were portraying the Rebs, because as they was marching through what they call Sutler Lane, where all the tents were that had all the stuff you can buy,
merchandise and stuff. Yeah.
they call that a Sutler's Lane. But as the Rebs were walking through, periodically one guy would turn around, look at his unit, and go, "Where are we from, boys?" And you'd hear people say, "Georgia." And where? Georgia. Where? Georgia. And then you'd have guys they'd be cheering out South Carolina. And then of course my favorite one was where a guy turned around. Where we from, boys? Virginia. Where? Virginia. Where? Virginia. I'm just like
small group from Kentucky.
Yeah, and I'm sitting there. I'm wearing Yankee blue, and I'm wanting to yell out Virginia. I'm like, that kind of. But then I remember, oh wait, I'm from the best part of Virginia that moved west in 1863.
Yeah, that's why Virginia split and became West Virginia and Virginia.
Because people in Western Virginia were loyal to the Union. So in '63, they seceded from Virginia and made their own state.
So yeah, it was really cool because I felt odd when I wasn't in my costume because everybody's all dressed up. There was two Abe Lincolns there. I mean, and some of these women were literally there, and they're like the reenactors' wives and stuff like that. So they're in full get up, and they look like they're in their party ball, their ball gowns, and their little lace satchel purses, or carrying little baskets with their stuff in it.
And they'd have those little umbrellas.
Yeah, the little parasol.
Little umbrellas.
Little parasol thing. Which I looked at them. No, I weren't buying a parasol.
Huh.
Yeah. Yeah, it just wasn't happening. The ones you did find a price on was like $45. No. So I think what I'm gonna do.
That's still a little expensive.
That's still a little expensive, yeah. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get me a cheap umbrella and then cover it with like lace, let it hang sides, and make me a parasol.
Yeah.
Because I got adhesive.
And then he says, "Okay, now I want to go. I have a parasol."
You have a parasol? Oh, that's not fair. Don't you dare tell me it's purple and white, okay? My dress is purple and white. But my outfit is like a two-piece, so I can get like a white shirt, wear with my skirt. I can get, solid purple,
All right, we should be back. We should be back. Thank you guys. Thank you for sticking with me. I forgot to put my air conditioning on the.
Busby says, "Are we there yet?"
Hi,
Oh,
Buzzy. Hi, Buzzy. We don't even know where we're going right now. Do it again.
It's doing it
It's
again.
doing it again. I don't know what. Yeah, my Bluetooth should still be. Nope.
Oh, we're restarted.
Okay.
All right. I think we're good. It's so weird because it was telling me I was making a phone call, but not even a number, like 11000. So yeah,
Her phone's just a little bit special.
yeah, it was cheap. Makes good video. I
Yeah.
still don't know how to operate it. I literally what? Oh,
Maybe volume up, volume down, and then power button.
I don't know. Maybe. I don't know.
I mean, literally. Okay, you know how with my old phone, my first iPhone that I had, you literally just push hold on the power button and it turns it off. With my other ones, if I were to do that, it would just bring up Siri.
That's what, yeah, that's what
So
this does.
yeah, so in order, they tell me, you know,
What are you doing?
order,
Flashing.
so in order to turn my phone off, I've got to volume up, volume down, and then power down.
Yeah.
My phone's a little bit special too. So my video wasn't paused.
With your video closet,
It was paused. But I loved it though. I had a bunch of people walking up to me and everything, asking me, "Hey, what unit you with?" And I'd have to tell them I ain't with one
yeah.
because I literally bought a full uniform. The only thing I didn't buy was my shirt and my kepi because that I already had. But the jacket, trousers, and brogans I bought. I'm like,
Broken, aka shoes,
yeah,
and Cappy, aka hat.
hat.
Yeah, it's fun.
But I guess I also gave off that persona of a reenactor or something.
Well, yeah, especially when they started marching through the Sutler Street and
Yeah,
step aside.
I would literally be yelling out,
Josh,
"Step aside, make a hole!"
yeah, Josh went all drill sergeant on him. They're like, thank you, sir.
Yeah. When they'd be marching out, they'd be like, "Step aside, clear the road." And there's some people they just weren't paying attention. And I literally just step aside, make a hole, and they, oh shit, and they would just quickly get out of the way. And I think I had like a first lieutenant or a captain. I couldn't tell because on Civil War uniforms, on the Union officers' uniforms, they have shoulder boards, and if it's just a blank shoulder board, they're a second lieutenant. If they have one bar on each side of the shoulder board, they are first lieutenant, and if they have two, they're a captain. So at a glance, I saw that there was things on the shoulder board, but I couldn't tell if it was one or two bars. So I didn't know if it was a first lieutenant or a captain. But oh, sorry, my voice cracked there.
But Josh would just salute and say,
But when they would, when they started coming through, and when I yelled that out, those people got out of the way. One of them just kind of, thank you.
as he said, sir, yes, sir.
I think he said like, "Thank you, son," or something like that. Out of just sheer habit, I just saw the shoulder boards and I just threw my hand up and I said, "Welcome, sir." And
Yeah.
I'm just like, "Oh shit, I'm not a brain actor. Probably should have done that."
But no, they enjoy it. Like
Yeah.
when I was talking to that one guy and I called him Major.
Yeah,
He
he
softened
kind
up.
of perked up, like,
Yeah. Snippy.
oh yeah, he was a prick.
And the Major. Like, oh yeah. It was just like all fine. And, but yeah, it was fun.
But uh, like we were saying earlier, a couple people were trying to recruit me. Uh, one, I forgot, it was like the first Mississippi or something, fifth Mississippi. They were mainly Confederate, but they also kind of do the what we call flopping. If they go to a reenactment, they'll take both uniform sets. So if they get there and they see that they need more Confederates, they'll go Confederacy. If they need more Union, they'll go Union. Which I like that. I would gladly do that, but I would prefer to go like strictly Union because I do a lot of flopping and War of Rights, and I would like to just be like, okay, I'm Union, I am staying Union. But
also, one thing about that group, they have a loaner gear.
yeah, they have loaner gear.
So he wouldn't be expected to buy his uniform all at once, And
that means I wouldn't have to spend $800 to $1,200 for a rifle.
yeah, exactly. Because what the group will do is say there's a reenactor, and he wants out of it, they'll buy his stuff off of him.
Yeah.
So, they'll buy.
So they have extra gear on hand.
Right. Yeah.
But what I love though is from I think it was 7th Tennessee, which is out by Memphis. I think it's at 7th.
Oh, okay.
And she was talking to me and everything. She said, "Would you be considering doing?" When she said that, Mom can confirm, I lit up.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, I would love to do that.
Little side note: Mama don't even know what dismounted cavalry is.
Okay, so you know how you saw all those guys that was on horseback, okay?
Right.
Okay, that is cavalry. They charge in with pistols and sabers. Dismounted cavalry is basically like a skirmishing group for the cavalry. They're the ones that actually go in ahead of the lines.
Oh, they're the soldiers for the
They're
cavalry.
foot soldiers for cavalry.
Oh,
I mean, they're still cavalry. They still have horses, but like when they're on march or something, they will be on horseback. But when they're on battlefield, they will be on foot. Okay, so you know how
you're like a cavalry without a horse.
more or less cavalry with loaner horse.
Yeah, but you don't ride a horse, so
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, pretty much. If you've ever watched the movie Gettysburg, General Buford is firing on the Confederate lines that was approaching. All those cavalrymen that was on the picket fences that would be firing their sharps rifles and everything, that's dismounted cavalry.
And we did see the sharpshooter.
We saw a Confederate sharpshooter. I was about to mug him and take his Whitworth rifle because that is like a guaranteed that is like a $3,000 to probably $6,000 rifle for the scope.
Yeah.
The scope alone is about $1,000.
Read chat. I can't read
Okay.
chat.
Busby said, I just figured they were going back to the holler. Technically, we are, but we're ways away.
Yeah. Still.
And he says, I just watched your shorts. 7 pounds of bacon is a fantastic name. Yes, it is.
That's cool.
Let's see. Busby says, buy the gear, then take it off their dead bodies like they used to do.
Yeah.
I mean, if I'm on metal, like chainmail, I'm good on chainmail. I have chainmail.
Yes, he has treadmill.
Busby, but that is what video games taught me.
Yeah, I think we're back. We kind of started buffering there for a little bit. But yeah, he's got the medieval.
Yeah, I've got medieval get-ups.
You got your plague doctor.
I do.
What else? You got your pirate.
Yes.
Yeah, you got your.
I've got at least a good portion of my unit.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, there'll be little trinkets that we need to pick up here and there.
I need to get more detailed things like belts, because I have a belt buckle. I need to get cartridge box, primer box, canteen, haversack, and I need to get like brass adornments for my hat.
But that's little things that we can pick up, especially like,
Yeah, you can pick up here and there.
because we'll take our uniforms when we go to Florida because we're going to be going to
Plus,
a lusty reenactment.
Yep.
Which some of these people do the lusty reenactments too.
yeah, we were sitting there waiting. We were sitting there under the tree up there, and some of the girls that were talking, they were talking about Olusty, and I'm like, hey, we're going to that.
Matter of fact, the lady I bought my dress from.
Denise, have you watched Michelle Ann Spoiled Mama? She does LARP. And Denise says, oh no, I should.
Yeah, she does the LARP stuff. Yeah, and so yeah, I've got my pirate costume. I got my witch's costume.
And in case you guys are wondering, yes, I have names for all my character cosplays. Like the medieval / Viking style one I got. That is Bullseye Wolf King. My plague doctor, that is Lochner Louding, which literally is Norse for Doctor Death. And then I got Bartholomew McCunnan, aka Mad Bat Cannon, for my pirate cosplay.
Yeah, I mean, so yeah.
When I get into a hobby, I go into it hardcore. Like I come up with backgrounds for all of them.
Yeah. Like me personally, I could just get like a little apron, a different shirt, and I'll have a couple of outfits. Yeah.
Yeah.
But like my goal is I would love to get the Southern Belle dress. You know, the ones that look like they're made out of silk with all the adornment stuff on it, fancy hats.
The upper society.
Yeah, the upper society type people. But it's like right now my bonnet, I couldn't find a bonnet to match my dress. But back then you just wore what you had.
Yeah.
You know, so I'm
Which
fine.
having a purple dress, the blue bonnet, and everything does make you look like a little house on the prairie.
Yeah. So,
but yeah, whenever you do get like the Southern Belle type of outfit, I will definitely be getting I will probably make a Confederate officer uniform for that. I want a Confederate officer uniform because I want those Austrian knottings on the sleeve. Oh my god!
that way, this way when we go, my character compliments his compliments mine. We look for the same.
We look like we're from the same area.
Yeah. And, so.
I swear, one of these days, I'm going to go into go see a reenactment, and I'm gonna have the whole getup. Like if I have like an officer uniform, I will have the saber and pistol. They will think I am there for.
You have a saber.
I have a Marine Corps non-commissioned officer saber.
Oh.
I need an actual like Civil War saber. Yeah. But, I have an 1860 Army Colt. I need to get my. I actually need to get a new holster for it because I got a holster for it, but it's a right-handed holster. I need a left-handed holster to put on my right side because that's how they had them. Yeah, backwards. Yep. And the reason for that is because for the longest time, I looked, I'm like, why on earth would they do that when most people were right-handed to begin with? And then it dawns on me, the officers are the ones that had those, so they would have sabers. So they can draw their saber with their right hand, and then they can draw their pistol with their left hand.
Yeah. I forgot it.
Sorry.
Oh, but the girl I bought my dress off of, Wilhelmina, she was actually at a lesson, but she was like in the back, and we didn't make it back that far because we had to go to the reenactment.
Yeah.
So when I go back down there, she said she'll see if she, have a bonnet and stuff to match my outfit.
Oh, that's sweet.
But so yeah, and she's actually from Central Florida, and she's not that far from where I would be, maybe within a couple of hours. And she has a vintage store.
Really?
Yes. So I want to go to that. Well, I was going to tell you that when you talk about the holsters, I saw a guy come out of the leather shop with a double-sided rig, the shoulder rigs that I've been wanting, which I never went into the leather shops. Never thought about going into the leather shop. And there was the holster I wanted.
Oh,
Like, dang! And I'd already bought my dress, so.
double dang.
Yeah, double dang. So now I got to get me a muff and a little derringer, a little muff pistol. Oh,
Yeah.
but
Now, knowing you, Mom, you wouldn't have a little dainty derringer. You would probably carry around a Colt pocket.
oh yeah, just as long as it would fit in my muff or my purse, my little bag.
Well, Colt pockets would be about that long.
Yeah. Okay, well, I've been on big muff.
I'm saying you would be packing.
Get a little rig put on my leg, under my dress.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was so cool though. Josh,
I have a Taurus G2C. I'm trying to think. I can't remember what a G2C is.
yeah, Mama's going to be one, or actually, my mom
Okay.
is going to go to Alusky with us, and she's talking about coming back down here with us if we come back next year. But we might bypass this one, and if we can get the funds, go to Gettysburg.
Oh, look,
That's the big one,
yes.
And,
Considering this year they had about 10,000 reenactors,
yeah,
which to us sounds like a lot, but that was nothing compared to the people that were actually there.
yeah, that was just reenactors. They had more spectators.
Or no, I'm talking about there at the actual Battle of Gettysburg.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Hundreds and hundreds of thousands
of soldiers back then. Yeah.
It's a semi-auto 9mm. Oh my god! But speaking of pistols, though, where I went to go and get my brogans, my shoes, that same place they had 47 Colt Walkers for sale. Them are big pistols. They were the Desert Eagles of the 1800s. They were literally called horse pistols for a reason. They were so big you had to pretty much strap them to your horse. That is not something you are going to be carrying on your hip. That thing will rip your trousers right down around your ankles.
Oh, we definitely don't want to see that.
No.
Definitely don't want to see that. What was so funny though is we'd watch these line of reenactors go through, and you had people that looked like they were 6, 7 years old to 60, 70, and 80 years old,
Yeah.
You had some that's like, you sure you weren't in the Civil War?
But I love it because most of the kids that were there were drummers or some form of musician.
Yeah.
Which is historically accurate, though.
Yeah.
Because, of course, you're not going to have 10, 12-year-olds out there on the firing line.
So, so
Which,
yeah, it's
there was one kid, he was about 11 years old, he was the drummer. I can't remember what battle it was, but he was there with the ground pounders playing his drum and everything in the lines, in the firing line, and a stray bullet struck his drum, and he's just looking there, and then he kind of looks up and sees their colors fall. He runs over and he picks up that flag, and he's just standing there with the flag. And then after that, they made him a corporal. Then when he turned 12 years old, they made him a sergeant.
because he honored their colors, their flag.
He had the most dangerous. He went and he did the most dangerous job there was of a line soldier during the Civil War as the color bearer.
Learning history, you know,
Mhm.
and that's just I'm amazed by it because now if we'd have got to stick around, we would have went back to the campgrounds where they literally camp out in these tents and they have the fire outside. You know, it's like this is the way they lived on the battlefields and on their treks and stuff. And
How they lived on campaign.
yeah, campaign. But you know, and you learn so much from that, even, you know. And I would love to pick some of these guys' brains on what they know about the history and and all this stuff. But like I said, that was it's gone. Oh,
Boy.
like I said, finances run low, so we're running home.
Yeah.
I wasn't run low because we were we were careful,
For
and
the
then
most part.
for the most part, but yeah, we pretty much knew we weren't going back the
Yes,
second day.
they do. They have the old canvas tents.
Yeah,
They would sleep on bedrolls.
yeah,
Ain't no air mattresses out there.
and even the wives that were with them, that's what they did too. You know, it's like the one girl we were talking about. She said, because it was hot, it got up to 80 degrees yesterday. You know, and you're in long sleeve and stuff, and she had on a bigger getup than I had on, and she's like, I'd love to get back to civilian clothes, but as long as he was in uniform, he was in character. She had to be.
Yeah, she was a character.
You know.
A lot of people liked it too because, yeah, I bought the uniform and everything, but a lot of people did that too. But they would take the jackets off and everything and just have like the regular T-shirts on or something because that stuff does get hot. Okay, I had my long sleeve flannel on.
But it's a cotton plant.
Yeah, it's like a cotton flannel.
Yeah, it's not
thin,
real
but
thick.
yeah. And I was in full uniform the whole day.
Yeah. As soon as he bought them, he put them on. Even those stupid shoes that were flat, slick on the bottom.
Yep.
But even a lot of the soldiers marching up that hill was flat.
Yeah.
So coming back, as they were taking me to get the car and everything, Josh stopped off at the.
I got new shoes for my shoes.
Yeah. But easy till he got horseshoes put on.
Yep, I'm such a dedicated cavalryman. I even got horseshoes for me. But yeah, what I did is I got what they call heel plates put on my shoes and hobnails. Basically, the predecessor to cleats.
Yeah.
And the guy that did this, he does it all by hand too. He doesn't have a machine that punches them in there. He does them all by hand.
Which is one thing you'll learn in these reenactments. They do their trade the way it was done then. You know. Um, so like I said, that I call him a cobbler. I don't know what you call him. he put those things on by hand like they did back then.
Like the only modern piece of technology he had was a little battery drill to punch the holes in there. But he also had regular hole punches too. So
But like where Josh's shoe was a thick soled rubber,
yeah.
he couldn't punch through that, so he'd have to drill down in them.
Oh, and even the heels, even the soles, there was no rubber on those things. My brogans are pure leather.
That's what
No, you said rubber.
I'm sorry, leather's what I meant.
Yeah, and when he told me that because yeah, this is all raw leather here. I'm like, this is all leather. Because yeah, this is all leather. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
Because usually if you were to buy like reenacting gear like that, there's somewhat modern whatever.
Yes, they can compare something. Um, yeah.
Any 20s are more than US dollars. See, sorry, the conversion rate is crap. Where I wish my Canadian Monopoly money went further.
Who said that?
Denise.
Denise. Oh,
Denise said, "Oh yeah, I melted at Ren Fair. Velvet plus sun equals hot."
exactly.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Wool plus sun equals yeah, not by much these days. I have my gas station.
Chicken for breakfast not working.
No,
We kind of cheated and we left. We had leftover pizza and he had chicken wings. So I'm like, ain't no need to stop and eat. We got food.
but yeah, when I was putting my stuff on, literally my exact words is, "Hey, if these guys gotta suffer, I'm gonna suffer with them." But you can ask Mom. Those were my exact words. If they gotta suffer, I'll suffer along with them.
Right. Yeah, the thumbnail for the thumbnail for
Now
tomorrow's
that is a fireworks market.
the thumbnail for tomorrow's video is Josh and Kincaid in their outfits.
I got to meet my word rights buddy.
Yeah, he did. So,
He was a cool dude.
yeah, because they do like the reenactments online,
Yeah,
you know.
but to actually get together in person and go to an actual reenactment was so much fun.
Yeah.
Even though his bank screwed him over.
Oh yeah. He was actually going to pay for us to go back today,
Yeah,
but his credit union
they double charged him on his car payment.
Yeah. So
Which screwed him out of like $330 or some odd dollars or something.
yeah,
like
because
that.
he planned on getting his full uniform too, but he was still able to get his jacket.
Yeah, he was able to get him a. But yeah, he was able to get him a kepi and a coat. He suffered a little more than I did because he didn't have long sleeves. He had just a regular T-shirt on underneath of it, and he's like, "Oh my god, this is so itchy."
Yeah.
Which I had my sleeves rolled up, and after I put that on, I'm like, yeah, this is pretty itchy. You know what? If I'm gonna suffer, I'm gonna suffer with them. So I rolled down my sleeves back to long sleeves again, and then I'm just like, oh hey, this actually ain't bad. Meanwhile, he's going, oh, so itchy.
Which was one the good thing about yesterday though, there was a breeze.
There was a good breeze, yes.
And so it kind of cooled off at times, you know.
And when you first put that uniform on, it feels like you're just going to absolutely die in 5 minutes. But then after about 15, 20, 30 minutes, it's like, this actually ain't that bad.
Jet motorcycle truck. Jeez, this truck's making me nervous. Yo, inch up and stop, inch up and stop, inch up and stop.
And now he's like, piss off, cars, I'm going.
Yeah. Here's where I need to go.
Yeah.
Oh, a Pizza Hut.
Shut up, Mom. We got food.
I know, we got food. We still got food.
Yeah, still got food.
Uh,
Wait, did you say a Pizza Hut?
yeah, there's a Pizza Hut in here somewhere. At least it said so. I don't think so.
No, I'm saying Burger King, Subways, and Popeyes. Which Popeyes sucks.
Look, they're not even parked in a park.
That is what we call being a douche canoe.
Yeah, because they're blocking the handicap, which I don't plan on getting out anyway, so.
Oh, this thing's Denise. I'm still here. Chill, I'm not. 20% left. Oh boy.
Oh
Think
no!
you're charging. Well, then you are going to be here longer than me. I've got to go get ready for the gym.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like
Gym.
Kincaid's go-to thing whenever something unfortunate happens. He just goes, gross.
Gross, yeah. But I will be back. All right, baby. But yeah, we did. We had a blast.
Pun intended.
Oh, and forced me to procrastinate. Oh, so, but yeah. I filled up with gas yesterday when we left the reenactment, but they have a thing there in Lafayette. It's a state park, and all along the roads, you'll see all the different monuments for, I guess, all the different campaigns that went on there, and monuments for all the different groups of people that fought there. So, like some of the Virginia First Cavalry would have a monument, and all that stuff. So, we drove through there yesterday evening on the way back to the hotel, and stuff. So, when I got in the car this morning, I realized, oh man, I've only got 3/4 tank of gas. But so I'm good. I'm not bad though. I mean, we left a couple hours ago, about 3 hours ago maybe, and uh, down to half a tank. So it ain't bad. Let's see, 10, about 2 hours ago. Bad part about it is now I'm starting to yawn. My eyes starting to water. But anyway, oh, wrong button. Sorry. All right. Pick up set camera. So y'all don't have to look at all that. Wrong. I want that one. Yeah, that. Hi guys. Sorry for the lighting, the way the sun's coming in. See, sun. But we did. We had a blast. All right, Denise. Busby has a questions. I'm not apologizing, Denise. Josh, go take a crap and shut up. Oh, let's see. Busby says, I got a question for y'all. All right. I have a premiere of our trip here, but I keep hearing about people getting swatted. What? People getting swatted. Have you heard of that happening? I don't know what swatted. I don't know. I don't know what that means. Never heard of it before. I don't do a lot of premieres because if I do a premiere, I mean, I see some people throw up and they'll say a premiere, but if I'm going to throw up a premiere, I want to be in the chat. You know, that's, uh, yeah, I've never heard of it. People are having trolls call SWAT to their home. Hmm? I have never heard of that happening. Like I said, guys, my allergies, my eyes have been like, oh my gosh. Just instead of releasing it as a premiere, just release it, you know. And because, like I said, if you do it, the only difference to me in releasing a video and releasing it as a premiere is that you're going to be in chat with them, you know. And so I've never really done a premiere because, you know, I do the lives. To me, that's what my lives are for. But I've never heard of, you know, anybody getting swatted or whatever. Premiere doesn't show your house, so it shouldn't. A lot of my stuff, I have the location turned off so that people, it doesn't link where I'm at or anything like that. For that simple reason, I try to be a little more, you know, protected that way. Marianne, yes, we're going home. Would call the police saying that so and so doing things that are terrorist related, and it causes them to send in the SWAT team. Oh, Megan Seeds got swatted. See, I've never heard of that happening. That is like so wild. Hi, Marianne. Yeah, we're going to head toward the house. Um, so so we won't be totally broke heading home. But no, Kincaid, he was only there till today. And even though we had the room for an extra day, plans for today fell through. So I thought, well, we'll just take an extra day, uh, you know, and just head home. Because if we were there, I mean, Lafayette's a cute little town, but then that would have been more eating out, driving around, more gas, you know, just to kill a day to head back. No. Even if I don't get the refund on the room for the night, it's still cheaper than spending the money to stay. So, because we got, you know, our rooms was pretty affordable. They weren't the best, but they weren't the worst. I've stayed in worse. If the Kincaid hadn't been in the room next to me, um, which basically Kincaid and Josh stayed in that room, um, I would have probably thrown a fit. For one, the front door doesn't come. I mean, it closes, but there's a gap. You know, not a very big gap, but enough to let the light and stuff through, so you know bugs can crawl through. Um, the doors between, because we had adjoining rooms, the door on my side wouldn't lock. So that's like I told Josh, uh, if Kincaid wasn't there, then we were going to move a table in front of the door because I was not going to have, you know, now the one on the boys' side, it would lock, but the one on my side wouldn't. So 4 walls, a roof, and a toilet. Yeah. Sometimes it's questionable. Uh, that's why you didn't really see anything about the move. Yeah. And then like the door to my bathroom didn't even have a doorknob on it. Okay. And the light over top the sink, it went out yesterday. So I told him about it. Uh, yeah. As I said, if it hadn't been somebody I knew on the other side, which is, because Josh and that's why we wanted a joining room. Uh, but that's first thing Kincaid checked for. And the sign says, newly renovated rooms. But I think what they did is they started on the bottom and are renovating, you know, as they go, because there was a stack of old mattresses and stuff. And our bed seemed fairly new. I know the bedding seemed new, but the bathtub where the overflow valve is on the side, underneath the spigot, it was gone. There was a hole there, you know. So if you'd overflowed the tub, you would have been in big trouble. Like I said, it's like a work in progress. But it was clean, it was comfortable, um, very friendly. The people were very friendly there. Even the guys that the one that I met that stays there because he works just like across the parking lot. So it's cheaper for him to stay there at a hotel than to hurry and try and get a car. Uh, some of them say handicap accessible. Yeah. Um, this one was not handicap accessible. We were on the second floor and they had no elevators. So, but now he was nice enough. The first night he let me park my buggy in the lobby. But then when I went to get it the next day, we had to keep ringing the doorbell. There's nobody in the lobby at all times. But when there's nobody in the lobby, the doors are locked. So, you know, Monarch, love to you, my friend. It's so good to see you too. We're on the road heading back to West Virginia from Georgia. And, but so, I mean, so I felt like it was secured in there. Plus, I took the battery off of it and the keys because I take the battery back to my room each night and charge it. But going up and down them steps, oh my God, it was horrible. So yeah, it was not. I mean, we could have got a room on the bottom floor, but the double beds he said was on the second floor. So it don't make sense to me. Uh, the last one we stayed in was a handicap room was on the third floor. What if there was a fire? Yeah, that's true. That is true. Because the elevators don't work and that stuff. Be safe out there. Yes, we will. We like I said, we just take our time. If traffic gets bad and I start getting nervous and stuff, I just pull over. You know. And if I'm late getting home, I'd love to get home before dark. But if not, I just tell Rick, hey, we're running a little bit late, blah blah blah. Because I won't push it. I won't push getting home. Because like they say, what is it? Most accidents within like 10 miles from home. You know. So why push it all the way home and then take a chance of having an accident? Nope, nope, nope. Yeah, elevators ain't cases. Yeah. No, Rick's not with me. Me and my son came down to a Civil War reenactment. So we went to that yesterday and stuff, and he met up one of his online friends, and we spent yesterday at the reenactment stuff, all of us, and so it was cool. It was actually the first time he's got to do one of the meetups with his buddy. I'm always pulling him to my stuff, and so it was good to have him. Oh, Marianne leaving. Oh, Monarch. Oh, okay. Um, so so it was good to get to take Josh to one of his adventures this time. Because I think the only other time we went was when I took him the adventure in. Well, I shouldn't say that because he wanted to go to Gatorland. We went to Gatorland, and stuff like that. So yeah, Mark, that's what when I called Rick. Says, yeah, I think we'll just head back. He's like, really? You're coming back a day early? Okay. He sounded so bored. You're plugged in now. Good, good, good. So your battery won't go dead. I got my air on so that hopefully it don't overheat again. Once I got half of the uh, case off of it. So, but yeah, he was tickled. We're coming home a little bit early. Like I said, we were supposed to went to Michigan. That fell through because of his work situation and stuff. So I kind of felt bad that we didn't get to do those plans. So maybe I'll get home in time to see him a little bit. Yeah, he had to kick his girlfriend out. Or yeah, that's why I call him. Nah, yeah. So and sometimes I'll tell him, "Oh, I'm 2 hours from my house, but I'm just really right down the road, so I can catch her if she's leaving." uh, so, uh, I swear, the boy goes into the bathroom, comes out with a bag of groceries. I think just like kind of. I know, Busby, or I'd have been went off on you. Yep, gotta have a good laugh, man. Oh, I see Slim Jims. You're forgiven.
But I'm sorry, I cut shit any faster.
Figure out a way to. Hang on, I hope I don't lose my live. Get my GPS back up and running.
As Kincaid would say.
So I come. Let's see. There's that. There's that screen. Where's my other screen? Can I get my other screen? Hello, double child. Good afternoon, Marianne said.
Hello.
So,
Also, I found a soda brand that makes me very happy because I can release my inner German,
yeah,
even though it's based out of Wisconsin.
you
It's
found
called
out
Spike.
yeah,
I love it. It's very Prussian sounding.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Well,
All
my
right.
smart TV says, cheers, Josh.
Yeah, that's what I say.
Cheers,
Josh,
mate.
see, my phone is doing it again. My Bluetooth is off. I don't know why.
Well, then again, it's probably because I just plugged my phone in.
Oh, yeah, it could be. But I don't know where my GPS went to.
Mm-hmm.
I can flip back and forth between screens.
Very strange.
I know, isn't it? No, I don't want to do that. But how do I bring both up? What's that? No, can't bring them both up. Oh, yeah, I did.
There
Yeah,
it
I
is.
did. Woohoo.
Rejoice!
I did a smart.
Did you do a big brain?
I did a big brain. Yes, I did. Now I gotta change my camera. back the other direction. Back. Okay. And get ready to get back on the road. What? Okay. What is it? That's my back. Yeah, last night when we got back to the hotel, I took the battery in to charge it from a buggy, and I thought instead of going back to the lobby and so we just took the buggy apart, put it in the back of the car. So this morning I'm like, just put our bags around it.
Yeah.
Herman. Sorry, but
Did you bring us back fries? I did not. What?
no.
Now my headset is dying. Good lord.
That's He's just falling apart. You notice that? And I thought I fall apart easily.
I thought I was falling apart.
Oh my God, last night where I had to do the walking stuff. God,
She had to do the physicality.
oh, my feet hurt so bad.
And I was wearing brogans.
Yeah. Well, I got that
Neuropathy.
neuropathy stuff. Yeah. And
We got some cars coming. I need to tell you.
Dash. Why then?
Just as long as you made sure that that is on, so the phone doesn't go. Yeah. Okay, clear my way. Whoop, 19 ton has the right of way.
Yeah. He's bigger than me. I let him go. So. Yeah.
The first rule of negotiations: he with the 50 caliber machine gun.
75. Yeah.
Like now, but not. Excuse me, pardon me.
I always stop there because even though it is on ramp.
Christ is averted. I'm good. But
Oh, good.
yes, Rachel.
It's an on ramp across from the off ramp. Sometimes you never know when somebody gets off the off ramp says, "Oh no, wrong one," and shoots on across and down.
Yeah,
So sorry for the bouncing, guys.
bounce, 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 bounce. What's that?
Next time, the door on that truck looks unhooked. It's a flat. So, but yeah, now we're back on the road.
St. the Roaring 20s. We don't have a need for clapping.
Yeah, exactly, dude. Oh, but I can barely make out chat.
You focus on the road.
Okay, I'll focus. Oh, it's a Challenger because Challengers are made to look like the old Chargers, which don't make sense. But now they got the Chargers.
Yeah, make a Charger look like a Charger. A Challenger look like a freaking Challenger.
Exactly, okay? But Dodge Charger looks like a Challenger. People,
One thing I want them to do is bring back burritos. Oh my God, if they would bring back the Chirinos. Woo! I'd be so happy. I'd be so happy. But here's the thing though, they don't make Lincoln Continentals anymore.
no, they don't.
So they can't make Chirinos because Gran Chirinos was a Ford built on a Continental frame. They were boats.
So sad, big sad,
All the sad noises.
sad. I would have three loyal friends, but I only have two because the other one's Josh.
Hi.
Ah,
Hey,
oh, sorry.
Rich.
Love you too, Axel. I should name you Axel. I get it. I yeah. Real quick, yeah.
Then whenever you do actually call me by my name, everybody's gonna be looking around. Why'd you just call your kid an asshole? First of all, because he is one.
Yeah.
Second of all, I said Axel. All right, you know what? Just for that, my first daughter, I'm gonna name her Christine.
Oh, you.
Who can play this game?
That car hated me.
I would have loved to have seen that.
I have to admit, I didn't drive that much.
Because she wouldn't let you.
She wouldn't let me. She would not run when I was driving.
Dad would have to start her for you.
Yeah, my ex-husband, he would literally reach in the car and start the car and start at 5. I could sit there and crank and crank and start.
And Dad would have hit. Same time, Dad would immediately just reach in through the window and just like.
Well, now we're up to, well, I was going to say up to 43, but nah, I got to get on the break now. We're now what, 25, 26, and it'll be this way forever. It's usually like this. Coming down, it was like this till we got through Nashville, or around Nashville, or the Nashville exit, whatever it is. But
The
yeah,
general Nashville area.
yeah.
You know, Greasy cup, bar form. I asked if she wants a bite. She eats half the bar.
Bite,
That's fair.
a great big old bite, but it's a bite.
It is a bite, nonetheless.
This is what changes our 6.5-hour trip
The 8-hour
to
trip.
an 8-hour trip. And this is Sunday traffic. Hi, people rushing to school or to work or
Yeah, it is 1 o'clock on a Sunday. Turkey Creek. Gobble, gobble. That card is great. I think that green. Yeah. Let's say now, all I have to do is find my other earbud. Ah, that's where it gets it. I thought I had my earbud. Apparently I did. I couldn't find it. I was aggravated yesterday with the situation, different situations. I didn't even get my GoPro out. Both hands. Except my phone, or I'll set it up on a tripod, have a GoPro, and okay, it's a generic GoPro, but I can't remember what it's called. Uh, Action cam. The Go Amateur. Yeah, Go Amateur. Yeah, I can't afford a GoPro camera. So, and I'm using filming with at least two different devices. And then there's me with two different devices. And because I do have two action cams. And I didn't bring my big camera takes still, it's 35, like, or is it 35 millimeters, but the digital camera, my son is, that does stills and videos. But I didn't bring that one. Well, I really didn't want to bring a whole one either because I didn't want Josh to have to focus on filming stuff. So, and that's like, I was like, okay, I want to go up here and look at this and stuff. Yeah, you'll find me. Usually I'm like, okay, well, I'll still end up sticking with mom. But we're just like, okay. And we just leave. I got done shopping or wherever. All we had to do was look for a mobility scooter with two red chairs strapped to it. Yeah, because I had the lawn chairs for the boys around the back of the seat. So so I use my cell phone for everything. Yeah. Well, yeah, I video with my cell phone. I edit with my cell phone. But most of the time, like, well, let's see. Most of the time, I had my phone out, but I was mainly looking with my eyes. Right. Yeah. See, but it's up here. I was like, well, yeah, because we could zoom in. Yeah, but once I was done, yeah, phone was down. Yeah. But then, like, what we would do is we would get back to the house because down in Florida, we were at the same place. We get back to the house, we load everything onto my computer, and then I would edit from all the different footages from my computer because it's hard for them to send video to me because especially if it's a long video, if they don't want it doesn't want to send a long videos. Yeah. So, but like the boys, they sent me a bunch of pictures. Even PK sent me pictures that he took and stuff. Yeah. And so I condense all of that stuff, and any videos. I think you might have sent me short videos, but then like short videos they can send me, and I can just download it onto my phone and save it, and then I can upload it into a video. Oh, machine that didn't help. It's construction site. Construction site. Oh, you're bad. Traffic stop ahead.
stretch that. Probably. I know I'm so talented, aren't I? I'm literally going 34 miles an hour.
But yeah, I'm so very happy that we went, but I'm also very sad because if I would have had the money, I could have bought me an 1847 Colt Walker. And then I would have immediately gone right next door to the leather shop and seen if they had a shoulder rig or something I could use for it.
So, if you got it all at once, I must.
Yes.
Oh, you would find something.
Yep. If anything, I would buy more money.
Yeah, money last
Because in my war rights group, it's becoming a mainstream thing that if we're charging the enemy down, there's somebody somewhere in the line that just yells out, "Take their lunch money, boys!" So I bought some Union and Confederate money for me and KK, so we can take pictures of the Confederate money saying, even though we lost today, we still took their lunch money, boys. Found the other earbud.
Yeah.
I won't go through the trouble of a long video again. Busby. Last one I did only had 9.5 minutes total watch time.
Oh, really?
Yeah, a lot of people don't tend to want to watch.
Yeah. They don't like watching the long videos. So I try to keep mine 10 to 12 minutes. And that's like, once I put everything together from yesterday, it's almost 40 minutes. And they're not going to sit there and watch 40 minutes worth of stuff. So,
Unless you're like, ooh, popular.
yeah. And so I'll break it up into a couple of short videos, maybe 10 minutes each. And then, or I'll take and all the pictures, the stills I took, I'll put them into like a slideshow video. Yeah. So that gives me 2 or 3 video options out of one event.
Oh, Busby says I spent 18 hours on that video.
Yeah. See, that's why I go through, I crop out the unnecessaries. Used to, I was so picky about if I crop something, where it cropped, where it ended, where it was going to begin, what transition to put in there. With music, where does it go? Does this music flow with this music? Where can I end this music, make it flow into this music? And all that stuff. Like click, click, click. Here you go. And so
It was 59 minutes about Tombstone, Arizona.
yeah, I see that one. I watched it.
I would love to go to Tombstone, Arizona.
I think Bisbee was first and then Tombstone. So yeah, I think that's where it went. And but I remember watching them because I was thinking to myself, me personally, I would have broke that into two, you know, because that way you
Have
get
one about Bisbee and then one about
right,
Tombstone.
yeah, and that way you get more videos on your channel, and plus, hopefully more views and stuff like that. So, I mean, that's like, even though yesterday we went through the park and we got all the pictures and some videos from there, I won't include that on the reenactment side because it's titled reenactment. But then I'll do videos and slides of the memorials and the monuments.
There was a lot of Ohio monuments.
A lot of them.
Found some from Illinois. Represent. In War of Rights, I am a member of the and soon I will be getting promoted to first lieutenant. Yeah. That truck's being a dipshit.
Douche canoe.
No, he's a dipshit. You can pump the brakes, you prick.
Anyway.
The way I could just throw my attitude voice around like that. But it was all Tombstone and not just the famous Allen Creek. Yeah.
Like street kind of went up, I won't say into a hill, but into residential areas. I think it's been a while since I watched a video on it. Yeah, I can hear it. Never burp right after you have a Slim Jim.
It burns.
Yeah, it's like
And you
burping
can-
after
oh.
pepperoni, you know?
Ugh. Now lately it's been scratch off tickets.
Yeah. Which those do pretty good, but I can't afford to do those videos. Yeah.
We don't win.
Yeah, I don't spend $5 or $10 and win 2. You know?
And you have idiots out there that spends like $10 on a scratch off ticket. They win like $2 or $3 and they say, well, that's a win in my book. Like, no, dude, you're still in the black. You did not win. You lost.
Go buy a whole book of tickets. I can't afford to go to the grocery store. You
My
know?
Busby says, hey, I've been down that interstate.
Yeah, so that much. Really? I don't. Woo! Woo! Oh, that's a skunk.
A stink. It was a stink. Hey, boys, I am saying skunk. I'm not saying skank.
Dude, I'm trying to get over there. Don't jump up behind me. Get over there. If you just be patient, I'll get over. Stay right.
I bought $5 a ticket for 111.
Hey,
That can be classified as a win
yeah, that
because you made your money back. And this, but guys that spend like $5 or $10 and then they only make like $2 or $3 and they say that's a win. Oh, just an idiot.
And then you have some people like Ernie that just like lucky as crap.
Spends $10, makes like $200-300.
A $10 ticket win 50, 60, or $100. I've seen him buy, yeah, crackers. Crackers. I'm trying to figure out what they're gonna be. All right, hold on, dear Riverdale. Got it.
7-car model up behind us, though. That back there. It's nothing to do with us.
I was just able to weave through it all. I was way angry. I was able to weave through the party, sir. Don't call me for having skills.
Spend $1,000 on a $20 ticket. That would be nice.
Yeah,
Fine, I'm not a fan.
I know. Hope I'm going the right way. My GPS still looks like it's going the right way.
Yeah, 91 miles.
So, volume up.
Maybe.
Work. So now,
You're in Kentucky, right?
Uh, still, I don't think I'm quite crossed over yet. I'm burned over. Uh, but yeah, then again, I've been busy talking and ain't really been looking at a whole lot of signs. It did say 75 north. I'm like, okay. Oh, they're a little bit. They're Ruby, little Ruby. You know, want to be that guy? Fine, be that guy. Yeah, I'll get PayPal up at the gas buds if my foot goes through that carburetor. It's like a good day to drive. But yeah, me personally, I'd like a little less traffic, but it's okay. Like maybe 5 or 6 cars per square mile. Yeah. Yeah. That's like a block. Uh, no, not really. It'd be like 5 cars per like 500 square kilometers per miles. Shit, why did I say kilometer? Oh God, no. Uh, but yeah, I mean, I like it. If something were to happen, I'm on the run says, hello. Hello. Welcome to my nightmare. I hope you're gonna like it. Online character. Like like, of course, I know his IRL name, but I still call him Kincaid. Yeah, and it's not his real name, but I call him Kincaid. Like, and also like what Mom was saying is like, hey Kincaid, I never do that. I'd be like, so Mr. Kincaid, tell me, sir. Or it's like if I'm looking at something and I'm Mr. Kincaid, and he respond with, yes, Mrs. Smith. And Mom's just sitting there going, why? I mean, I'm loving it, but why? They get that. Yeah, they get it in their voices. Like, okay. But it's funny though because now I'm in my room and I still in character. So, because usually we just leave those doors open, right? Would you like to go to Dollar Tree? Let's right across the road. I mean, yeah, it's like. And I'd be like, indeed, sir, indeed. Yeah, they sound so formal. You know? Now, what would have been beautiful is if my friend Mulcahy would have been there too. Uh, he does a really good Irish brogue. And that's coming from me. I don't know if I get a handle all three yet. And here's the thing, is our characters, both Kincaid's and Mulcahy's characters are from the same place. They're both from Cork, Ireland. But they're from different sides of Cork, so that is enough for them to hate each other. And they are constantly yelling at each other. Oh, Sergi says, looks like a nice day. I'm on the run. Enjoy your day. All right, Torchy, be careful. Have a blessed day, and thank you for stopping by. This is the way I get to. It sounds crazy, but when we're doing a live stream like this, the trip didn't seem to take as long. No. I mean, that's one reason why in the Army we have cadences. Yeah, that's true. I just enjoyed I got to yell at some civilians and not get in trouble for it. I know. Oh, that was probably my third most favorite thing about this trip is I got to yell at civilians and not get yelled at for it. Yeah. I was afraid you would get drawn into the line of battle.
I would have been like, "Give me my musket, sir."
Yeah. If he'd had his gear, there would have been a bunch of, especially the Confederate gear. If he'd have been in Confederate gear, that one Confederate girl, that group, she was talking about they could vote. They would have thrown you on. Not,
Yeah,
maybe not on the firing line, but, you know,
I would have been there with him.
yeah. Because they take walk-ons, they call it, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Much fun.
And what's funny is there were some kids that had there were some kids they didn't even have a toy gun. They just had they would pick up a stick. And they were practicing charges and bayonet drills.
Yeah.
I was about to run over to him and go, thrust, develop, recover, thrust, develop, recover.
So fun to watch them, you know.
But now, Mom, when I said that, when you would practice with bayonets like that, since at that point they still had the triangular bayonets, thrust, develop.
Yeah.
So you
Thrust,
stab,
turn.
twist, and then
Yeah. I do that.
because you've known me for 28
Yeah.
years.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, God.
Yeah. It's gone.
Oh,
Drive.
drive. And if anybody hops on, literally, I am the only one now.
Yeah.
No, for a second there, it did say two. Now it's just saying. I had so much fun. I love the fact that I have people, even reenactors, saying, "Hey, what unit are you with?"
Yeah.
I'm like, "I'm not in a unit," and they look at me like, "Oh, sorry." I'm like, "All good." Busby says he's here. Huzzah!
He's back. Yeah, everybody.
Okay, I freaked out there. I thought that said Raccoon City. I'm like, nope.
Right.
Yeah, from the Resident Evil movies. Yeah. Hey, you two are my entertainment. You need television when you got these two whack jobs.
Hey, you're the black guy. Yeah, don't give me that look.
That's bullshit.
That's the next on the play. So I don't know if that's you or Busby.
I don't know. But, oh my god, that actually hurt my chest. Jesus.
Because you lied.
Oh, well, Busby's still here, so I guess that is showing. Gosh, there's a street in Nashville called Possum Trot. What's sad is I actually knew that.
Awesome try.
I love the fact that we have a place called Big Ugly.
I know, right?
So we can confirm that we have some big ugly people.
Yeah. Hey, you'll see in the news. Big ugly woman marries so and so. Or big ugly man get married. Gets married to such and such. Or big ugly girl on the run. Big ugly man looking, you know.
Tater peeler roast. Well, we have a street called Lick Fork.
Love River.
And of course, we have the world famous 4 mile back up.
Huh?
4 mile.
4 mile.
Yeah, remember how we would always 4 mile back up?
4 mile boy. Crazy.
Yeah. A city called Bucksnort.
I don't think
Oh my god. We probably can. I just actually have to look for random places. Oh, Lord have mercy. Just Bucksnort? What? Oh,
by the time you said that, I beat traffic ahead. You probably thought you could see that.
no,
Museum of Appalachia.
it's literally just a bunch of drunk hillbillies.
Oh! Giant steel.
Yep.
That's what a lot of people think hillbillies are. I get upset when they call me a hillbilly because they don't mean it as a territorial type thing.
No, they mean it as a derogatory.
A derogatory thing. You know?
That's why every time somebody goes, "Oh, you're one of them hillbilly boys, aren't you?" And I immediately go back into my southern bro, going, "Excuse me, sir, but I am no hillbilly. I am a southern gentleman."
I tell some people, sometimes they'll be acting like that, and I'm like, I'm not a hillbilly, I'm Appalachian.
Yeah.
You know?
There's a place in Arkansas called Toadsuck.
It's like, oh! Oh!
Oh, God. Well, that's Arkansas for you.
They named after somebody got a bad case of frog legs.
They got some flat eye. I know. Oh,
Yeah, if they refer to us as hillbillies, it's in reference to our area, and stuff like that, it's fine. But when they start joking and making fun of you, calling you a hillbilly, then that's where I draw the line. I mean, I
it's like,
can't do
excuse
that.
me, but do I have a 3-foot beard? No, I don't know. Do I have a banjo on my knee? No, I don't know.
I'm barefooted. I don't have cut off jeans on. Oh, okay. But, I'm not laying under some tree with a moonshine jug. That's what people picture that.
Not saying we don't have those, but
Yeah.
uh, yeah, I see things that we got 3 people. Who's alive
What else?
in the car?
In the car, yeah.
In the gear? Oh, boy. Oh, look, tractor supply.
Spot.
Uh-oh, it's buffering.
Uh-oh.
Oh, super trucker.
Super trucker!
He says, I feel a shift in the matrix.
Super trucker or chat for Ernie's drive streams.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
We're going to Rocky Top Jesus. Sign said Rocky Top.
Ah.
Lord have mercy, Dave.
Super trucker said, you were here? Say nothing?
Where are you at? Where you at, Super Trucker?
Us or to Buzzard?
See, I can't remember where it's from.
They slipped by you and they were on 75, I think.
Oh,
Whoopsie.
uh-oh. Super Trucker, I'm sorry.
She's driving, so she's the one in trouble.
Josh's direction got me lost. Yeah, where? Trucker.
Off exit 20 on 75.
Sorry. If I'd have known that, would have dropped by and said, hello, gotta go. Bye bye. I would have definitely swung by.
Cleveland, Tennessee. I saw you. Saw you were at Chickamauga.
Yeah,
Indeed, we were.
I was
suffered for about 6 hours.
right
I don't apologize.
on 75. I saw Cleveland, East Cleveland exit. Or East Cleveland exit.
I was in like 86-degree weather in a wool uniform. Woo!
Yeah,
Which surprisingly wasn't all bad.
Not the Chickamauga, but it was in Lafayette.
Always find him bypass. See any ghosties? No.
But we did get a really funny ghost story.
Yeah. Apparently, about 10 years ago, a reenactor was walking home because he lived close by.
And they say he's a really old man.
Yeah, so he had like a really pale face. He had a big beard, and he was still in full uniform too, like with the rifle, the cartridge box, the belt, everything. And somebody was driving through, and they thought that he was a ghost.
Yeah, because he was walking along the railroad tracks.
Yeah, Chickamauga is haunted. Yeah, I figured it was.
I'd say, yeah.
If they would have let me, and if I had like a tent or something, I totally would have camped out there on the battlefield.
I'll girl. The state forest that had all the
Monument.
monuments in it. One monument way out in the field. I wanted to get out there so bad. And I was looking, it looked like there was a creek running, or
Yeah.
way. Yeah, a creek there. Jumping on nice walk, but I didn't know that.
Yeah. She would have done it for the spook.
Yeah, because that's the one that gave me the spook. Random now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which there was a path cut out to it, and we ended up going further back because there's another one that we couldn't see from the road.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was another Georgia monument. I think it was like 17th Georgia, something 15th or 17th Georgia.
Huh.
Georgia Ann says, Angie,
Hey,
hi.
Georgia.
Uh,
They ran out. Running home.
it,
We had
but I did
dominoes.
get, honestly, I did get kind of the creeps walking back to that monument, though.
Did you?
Yes, I felt like I was being watched, and I'm just like, yes.
I, monuments of place where that
Engaged in combat and probably had the most significant loss.
right, exactly.
Yeah, that's what me and Kincaid was saying too, actually. But the whole time I was walking back there, I'm like, I don't feel alone. I didn't tell him that, but I'm like, I don't feel alone here. And yet, then I'm also sitting there, also going, yes, more. What? How much longer until we're home? Probably about 5 or 6 more hours. Yeah, it's 30. Oh, still ain't too bad. It ain't bad. I recognize those mountains. Makes me homesick. I'm from Southwest Virginia. Melinda, say Redcliffe. I'm like, oh, that's not right. Yeah, working up on Sevierville or whatever it is. Oh God, that Bucky sign there, business in front, potty in the back. Yeah. Oh God. Yeah, I'm gonna have to gas pretty soon. So. Oh really? Well, I'm just off the half tank. Uh, uh, so. Uh, so I always start looking around so if I get to where I take gas, I get gas. So donations are accepted. Yeah. Yeah. It says pull over. I got a pew. Nah, not right now. I'm eating my leftover pizza. I think Georgianne ordered another set of nails accidentally. Yeah. How's it 22 or 23? Yeah, I got a random package in from Amazon. And it's a set of fingernails. It's 2 miles. So, uh, like for last, I don't want to throw it out. Georgianne, I do not know that speak. I said, oh, it was, I guess a typo because it got deleted. But it said, it was Kurt, Kurt, it was Kurt. Accidentally order some more nails. Um, um, Gap. There's a song about Cumberland Gap. Cumberland Gap. Oh, Georgianne says I'm driving. Oh, driving. Okay. So am I. Ah, that's the part. Right. Okay. Yeah, she probably, Georgianne probably leaving Michigan. Uh, is Floss with you? So, hello, Floss. It was good. Good, good.
Josh has been wanting to go to Gettysburg, so now I think we'll wait until there's an act in Gettysburg, then go to Gettysburg. So I really do like the reenact.
See,
I know.
admit it, I was right.
I just got upset with the setup of this.
Girl.
Like somebody tried to clean up their airstream.
Yeah.
Not,
Hmm.
not pretty mountain.
Very.
Should be coming up on smoke.
But he says airstreams are cool, just expensive.
Mm, that is definitely one who was buying the name.
Yeah.
No. Look at the rookie look like. Where I can know that crust. Oh, shit or something.
Um,
I like pizza, but sometimes I got too much crust on it.
would have been cool to get our picture taken. That middle time.
Well, I planned on, well, probably could have took it from the old timey camera because I couldn't afford it. But I was going to have, get us up there in that back drop, have somebody take our pictures, and then we could, vintage it up and all that stuff.
Because I'm learning how to do that.
Yeah. Like if the battery died, it was time to go.
Sorry to have one.
It swelled up anyway. I don't know. It might not have swelled up. I didn't have to do the walk, but it swelled up about the same time. So I figured, it was just going to swell up either way. So
That's good.
I couldn't get over how people were friendly down in this area.
Yeah.
Yeah. When they were unloading or loading my stuff, people come up, you want me to help you with that? Can I help you with that? You know? And,
Melinda said there's a bluegrass song written about Cumberland Gap.
yeah, okay. There's another one that said about from Cumberland Gap to Johnson, Tennessee. Rock me, baby. Rock me. I get something about City, Tennessee. Yeah. You're behind this guy.
What did it say? Yep, I thought you were gonna hit a buffalo spot. Oh, buffalo.
Oh, buffalo.
Yeah, buffalo.
Yeah, gotta watch that buffalo.
Old little abandoned spot, I guess.
Yeah, yeah. Look like a couple Ferris wheels. Some kind of tourist thing built back there.
It looked like a rocket ship because when I glanced back, I saw pins at the bottom.
Okay.
It says audio is in and out.
Oh, we're going through the mountains. So that's probably why.
Womp womp.
Yeah. We've been on here for what? 2 hours?
I don't know. About 2 hours, like 12 minutes.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay, that's what he's calling the buffalo area of volume in and out.
good. Effort.
Turn the phone around, right? There's a break in the tree.
Yeah, I tried to. I think this is as far as it.
Yeah, that's as far as we go.
Fresh. Oops.
Yeah. Don't break it. Okay. Well, they're gonna break in the tree, so
Well,
uh, so the, yeah, no. But anyway, guys, if you want to help sponsor this drive stream, I can give on my PayPal.
sorry.
Gas in the car.
Stinking Creek Road.
Thinking, uh,